Good morning, my wonderful friends from quite a chilly Queensland, Australia this morning. We are reading on that walking away photograph that Meghan now famously put on her Instagram. It's the picture of Harry with a child on his shoulders and holding the hands of another child, walking away from the camera, black and white, very dramatic. Of course, on the heels of his disastrous BBC interview, where he says he's got no choice but to never bring his children and his wife to the UK again. So just about that walking away. We're going to read about why did Meghan post it, what did Harry think of it, and what did the royal family think of it, and perhaps future impact on the children. Walking away. What did you think of that photo? Was it just a photo or was it a dig? Meghan, butterflies in gloom. She's using it to bring attention to herself. She's the butterfly and she's fading into obscurity and she needs something for people to talk about. Immersion. Yep, she's fully immersed herself in this world of social media now, even though her and Harry continually say basically it's a deathbed for children. No, she's immersed not only herself but her offspring. And what's this? Little Red Riding Hood, but in reverse. Of course, that's a fairy tale. The fairy tale is over, but also perhaps spoiling the innocence of her children's childhood. Frog Princess. That's Meghan Markle. She wanted to be the princess of the UK. She wanted to be an extension of Princess Diana. And instead, she's ruined Harry, she's ruined the royal family, she's put a schism in it that can never be healed. Yeah, so she wanted to be the princess, she wanted to kiss the frog and she wanted to be the princess. Instead, she turned poor Prince Harry into a frog. Look at that. There's the frog. And his tiny, tiny little crown. She has diminished him so much. And this photograph only diminishes him more. What is Harry's view on this? Let's see. Let's use this deck. What is Harry's view about the photos that she posted? For a while there, I was thinking, oh, maybe she's out of control and she's doing things he doesn't like or whatever. But the things that he said on that BBC interview, I don't know. What do you think? That made me think, well, maybe he's quite happy with all that she does. Secret. So maybe he's not so happy with her giving people a look into their family. But he must have posed for that photo at some stage. He must have known she would be using it. Accident. Man, he's obsessed with his mother's car accident. And not in a way that's really out of touch with reality. He still thinks the royal family is keeping secrets from him. There was more to that accident, and the boat movement. He had no choice but to escape across the sea. I think he really does believe. Oh, one jumped out. Let me grab it. And there you go. Water. He had to escape across the seas to California. But what does he think? What does he think of Meghan's? So his attitude to his family, which came out so strongly in that BBC interview, is coming out again here. Okay, cards, we know this. We know this is Harry. We know this is his attitude. But what about, what does he think of what Meghan did in posting that photo? Oh, they were against me behind closed doors. And this is maybe confirming that the children are never going back. That's the boat and the water card. So I don't know, this meeting, I don't know if that's the Sandringham Summit or if that was him and Meghan and the PR people strategizing. Oh, the accident in the tunnel. She's really, in my view, she's really, she's ruined him. She's got him to be so obsessed with this thing in his past that he can't change. And yes, it's tragic and it's sad, but we all lose people that we love. And to dwell on the past and to be anchored in that pain is very, very unhealthy, as what we're seeing here. family. So what does he think of her posting this? Well, it's his family that turned their backs on them, is what he's thinking. Accomplice. She is his accomplice. She's fueling the paranoia. And this one just jumped out. Grandparent. Well, if Charles was any kind of a grandfather, he would reinstate the security. Because Harry is too greedy, he doesn't want to pay for it, and he thinks it is his birthright, his due. All right, let's think about what impact this will have on the children, and then we'll read on what do the royal family think of this whole thing. The children. Will there be any negative impact on the children? This particular photo. No, kids are just sweet and innocent. They, at the moment, not feeling any impact. But in this little magic circle, they've been sort of ring fenced. They've been isolated. They don't know any better. They're just like normal kids. And at the moment, nothing. It's not having any impact on them right now. But in the future, they might be feeling this real isolation. In the future, they might want to free themselves. As paper aeroplanes, they might want to free themselves from this stifling little ring fence that's going on, the isolation that they've received from their parents as a result of their shenanigans. I would say a worse word, but how do the royal family feel about this? Freedom. That was Harry saying that they were on the freedom flight. and somebody turning their back, a man turning their back. They know that Harry turned his back on them long ago. This particular picture is not going to make really much difference. And they just really, this is the transcendence card. They need to transcend the difficult situation that they now find themselves in. What else about that picture, that photo? What do the royal family think of the photo? The bottom of the card, love. I think that is Prince Charles. He will always love his son, but he's not prepared to let that he's not prepared to let his love for his son negatively impact him, but he's just going to keep going. He's not going to drop everything like Harry expects him to and interfere with the court case and all of that stuff. He will always love him as his son, but everything that Harry does and everything that Meghan does just solidifies for them why there's really no overcoming this situation. No amount of love from their side can overcome the poor behavior from the other side. And that's my adventure card. And Charles is going to enjoy the adventure of being king for as long as he can, and he's not going to let the others hold him back. And then there's the abundance card, and I think this card to me indicates how grateful the royal family is to have each other. King is grateful for William. William's grateful for the king. They're both grateful for their wonderful wives that they've got, who haven't led them astray. But this is really much an energy of, he turned his back on us, and now we have to move forward without him. And there's the adventure card. I said the king is looking forward to many adventures as king. And there's the angel card. And I think this is the king just praying for his darling boy to receive the help that he needs, because he really does seem out of touch with reality. Thank you for all the comments that you leave me. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think of the photograph particularly, and anything else surrounding this tragic circumstance. Tragedy brought on by a pair of not only grifters, but, it would be one thing if they were just trying to merch the royal family. That would be one thing, and then that's bad enough. but trying to bring them down and trying to hurt and humiliate them. What is behind it? Comes back to Harry's trauma. Harry's trauma. And he talks famously about having therapy and that kind of thing. He's just, I don't know, he needs to get a refund because whatever therapy he's had has not helped him. Control. So that's Harry and his trauma, and there's Meghan trying to control the narrative. Wanting everything her way or the highway. What Meghan wants, Meghan gets. And there's the codependency. Well, he's dependent on her. She could leave at any time. She's not that fussed, to be honest. I don't think so. She loves being the center of attention. She loves the attention of it all. And there's Harry just resisting all logic. And isn't it interesting that in that BBC interview he said that argument is the most illogical argument in the history of arguments, or something like that. It was ridiculous. And the bottom line, at the bottom of the cards, bottom of the deck, is Harry is really going to live to regret this. He's going to live to regret the power he gave his wife. And at the beginning we were asking about that photograph. All it's done is reinforce how isolated he is. And suppression. Those kids, I worry about those kids being so isolated, being suppressed. Oh dear. Where will this end? I can't. Every time I think it can't get any darker, it does. So it's tragic. It's tragic, really, particularly for those children. Well, my wonderful friends, thank you for joining me. I hope you will join me for my usual live over the weekend. If you have not joined me before, that is where I do live readings for the audience at no charge. So you can ask about a loved one that has passed away, a pet that has passed away, somebody who's very sick, that kind of thing. And you just type your question into the live chat and I answer it, obviously on air live. I pull the cards and yeah, we have a lot of fun. It's a fantastic community. To find out when the next live is, you can always click on my channel name and then click on the tab that says live, and it should have the next live scheduled. If it's not scheduled yet, just come back and check back in a few hours and then it might be scheduled then. So I hope you have a fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you soon, sending you love and blessings, and I hope that you have love and light in your life. May the angels walk with you now and always.